Hi, this is Carolyn Curry, and I'm going to walk you through my course site for Triangles and Trigonometry, a blended online classroom for a section of geometry course. First, when you enter the course, you can see the Triangles and Trig header and just a general intro with announcements to the class. First announcement is Welcome to Triangles and Trig. I'm going to show you some of the things going on in this column here. So we have Start Here to begin with. This lets students know what they can find, what is going on in the left-hand column is all listed, and what each of those mean, the standards that we're going to cover, and where to start. It also has some how-tos that I created just to help students who've never used course sites before to know how to actually see what they need to see in the class. This takes them to the discussion board, and I always think students ask, why do I need to know this? So I found a great video on YouTube that answers that question, and then some resources such as the Common Core Math Standards. So once students have gotten started, they can check out the syllabus if they'd like. The syllabus is a Google Doc that I can update at any time. It has everything we're covering for the course, as well as all the detailed assignments that they have for each week and what standards are covered for each of those and how many points they're worth. Assessments and policies are also included, as well as some references on the syllabus. Students can also find instructor info about me, and especially how to get in touch with me, which is usually important for students. Course information has course policies that were also on the syllabus, but easily accessible, as well as how to communicate effectively, just some tips and tricks for communicating, especially with discussion boards. Next, we have the weekly assignments. If we start with week 1, we can see everything that students have to cover. So the first thing I did was a pre-assessment quiz, so students can figure out what they know already, and I can see what they know already, and have a good benchmark for how well that they have obtained the lessons and the content that we need to cover. After that, there's the first learning module. It includes a video, a PowerPoint presentation, and a practice assignment. So students can watch a video that I created on Educreations and learn more about the content, as well as a PowerPoint, which for each of the PowerPoints, as soon as students click on it, it will download for them and they can watch it right at home. So if we go back to week 1, after they've watched the learning module, there's a couple assignments. The first is a Wordle. Students just kind of can put a little bit about themselves. They're going to submit the Wordle, but they also will attach it to their discussion post so that students can get to know each other a little bit more. And I gave them an example. The discussion board is what else they need to complete this week. The first assignment they're covering is a Math is Fun assignment. It's a great website that helps students do online practice. The students click on the link, they go and they follow the steps. They have to write the answers down on paper and draw the pictures, and then when they're finished, they take a photo or scan the page and submit that so that I can see that they have completed the assignment. Then they're going to take a quiz when it's all finished to make sure they understood that first section. They also have a group project, which I'll go over in a little bit. So the first week, they are reminded to sign up for a team. If we go to week 2, they look very similar. They have a presentation, an online assignment. This one actually downloads to a document that they'll do by hand because I believe with math you have to have a balance of pen and paper versus online activities, or students really don't know how to do things on paper when they need to. They'll take a quiz, have a discussion board, and continue working on their group project. Week 3, we have the same kind of thing going on. The group project is actually due week 3, and week 4 is the completion of our course. So they'll have the last PowerPoint, an assignment, the final, and for the final review, it's actually what is created with the team project. So they go through all of these assignments. So let's look up at the group project real quick. The group project is created on Google Docs. So first it starts out with the details, what the students have to do. They can go and sign up for a team. Just by writing on this, they have full edit mode of this. They have workspaces where they can go and work together and talk about who's doing which part of each project. And then we have the final project, which actually is Google presentation, so similar to a PowerPoint where students will fill in their questions and answers to their review projects, and then students can use that as a review. So that's the group project. The discussion board has expectations. The first week they have to talk about who they are a little bit so we can get to know them and what goals they have for the course. Week 2, they have to talk about study skills on Twitter, talk about some real world examples, and then final thoughts of the course. So some other things we have here, place for them to see their grades. The library has a link to Khan Academy and another word cloud resource. Information on Twitter if they don't understand it very well, APA help, and then a basic trig help video. Under resources, just how to communicate effectively, the math standards in case they need to reference that, as well as a YouTube channel just for help, general help with course site. Tools is provided by course sites. I didn't remove any of these in case they are beneficial to students. So that is the gist of this course. Thank you for checking it out. I hope you enjoyed the tour.